Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Shoutout Podcast. Sincere apologies for the delayed break, but we're here nonetheless. And we have a very special guest with us today, and I'm very eager to get into the conversation with him. He is one of Nagaland's most highly decorated police officers, Chhattisgarh cadre IPS officer who is famously known for leading successful operations in left wing extremism areas, which brought him many honors, most notably the President's Police Medal for Distinguished Services. He is a former DGP of Nagaland and currently serving as the State Election Commissioner. Welcome to the podcast, Mr. John Longkumer. Thank you so much, sir, for taking the time to be on this podcast and have this conversation with me. I think it was way back when you were still DGP when we first had the initial conversation about trying to make this happen, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, like I said, you're a very busy man, but thank you so much for taking the time. And just want to ask you about your thoughts on this podcast and what made you decide to finally say yes and let's do it.
Yeah, one of the first reasons would be actually that you are the son of late Mr. Krelin Pese. He was one of the football stars when we were still in our teenage years. So we really admired him, and he was a very stylish footballer, creative. So we really enjoyed watching him play football. He was our idol. Secondly, he was also our manager when we were playing the Santosh Trophy in Calcutta.
Okay.
As also in Shillong, when we had gone to play the R.G. Barua Trophy.
Okay.
That is an inter-state football of the Northeast.
Okay.
This is in the early 80s.
Okay.
So I knew him not only as a footballer, but also as a leader. So I guess when his son asked me for a podcast, so I am very happy to be here. Secondly is that I've been watching your interviews over the years. So what I really like is that you focus on the human story apart from the persona. So that really gives a perspective to the way he or she grew up, the circumstances,
Right.
the challenges which they face, and what made them what they are today. So I guess that kind of a narrative really appeals to me also.
Okay.
So these are the two reasons I'm here, and a big hello to all your viewers also.
Okay. Thank you so much. Never had so much compliment at the beginning of a podcast, but definitely feels great. My shout out for this episode goes out to Madam Limatullah Yadan, IRS, who was recently appointed as Minister Customs at India's permanent mission to the World Trade Organization in Geneva, Switzerland. Her role involves representing India's trade and customs related interests, dealing with multilateral discussions and dispute settlements and global trade negotiations. And I believe she was also the first female IRS officer from Nagaland of the 96 batch.
True.
So yes, a big shout out and congratulations to Madam Limatullah Yadan.
This is truly an age of Naga women empowerment. So my shout out also goes out to all the Naga women out there who are forging new paths. They are the trail blazers, so to speak.
Right.
Be it in the field of business, be it in the field of beauty and fashion, the arts and the culture, singers, artists, and also today in the world of politics.
Right.
So I think these recent elections has seen that empowerment of the women in full force. They are adding a lot of vibrancy and beauty into our society.
Right, right.
May they achieve all their dreams and aspirations. God bless.
That's a nice shout out. And I think they're outperforming men in many sectors now. This episode of the Shoutout Podcast is brought to you by Flat Fender Nagaland, the official Nagaland chapter of Flat Fender Jeep enthusiasts. This is a community that celebrates the history, restoration, and the iconic spirit of World War II Jeeps. But this is more than just about vehicles. It's about heritage, craftsmanship, and keeping alive the stories these machines carry through history. From passionate collectors to everyday admirers of wartime engineering, Flat Fender Nagaland brings together those who share a love for vintage Jeeps and the era they represent. Thank you so much, Flat Fender Nagaland, for the support. Hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. We start off by going back to the childhood or the upbringing of the guest. So, since you're from a different era, I think it'd be interesting also to hear, the audience would be interested to hear about how your upbringing was, like, where were you brought up, how was childhood, and if you can share a little bit about that.
Yeah. So I was also born in a thatch house in Mokchong.
Okay.
Then after that, I studied in KG school. Like in those days, some of my contemporaries will remember they also studied over there. So it was the school over there.
Okay.
So my initial years, class A, B and all that. After that, I shifted to Kohima. So I studied in Little Flower School.
Okay.
Those days, it was a co-ed school up to the class 4 for us, the boys. So I spent a couple of years there. Then after that, I went to Shillong, St. Edmund's School. I was in a hostel. So that was one of the most challenging as well as transformative time I had over there. We had a lot of colleagues over there from our state. So that was when I really sort of blossomed.
Around what time was this? Which year would this
This
be?
was,
Shillong?
I joined Shillong in 74.
Okay.
Then I passed out in school in the year 1977.
Okay.
Yeah.
And by that time, a lot of Nagas were already there, I believe, or it was just the start of, lots of Nagas going there.
No, as far as I know, we had a lot of seniors before us.
Okay.
And we were kind of the later years.
Okay.
Yeah. So I joined up in college in St. Edmund's. The time I was a day scholar. So those were the years when I started to play football seriously.
Okay.
So that time I was playing in the Santosh trophy and so on. When your dad was the.
This was representing Nagaland State.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I had missed a lot of classes over there. So Brother Shannon, he was a famous Irish father, and we were all very fond of him. So in the end, he was also very strict and straight. So he told me that you have been absent for so many classes, so I'll not allow you to appear your exams here. So I took it in good spirit. So I later on joined in Kohima Arts College for my final year. So I gave my graduation exam from Kohima. I passed out from there.
Just to rewind a little bit back, like you said, during your Shillong days was when you started picking up football seriously, not just like a sport that you like playing.
Yeah.
Just curious to know what was the prospect back then, because we all hear stories about how now only sports is opening up as a career opportunity or things like that.
True.
How was it the situation back then for a footballer?
Yeah, those days, the ultimate goal for us was to play for India.
National team. Yes.
Yeah. So that was when I came home during my final graduation year here. So I represented Kohima district in the inter district.
Okay.
So I was the only Ao.
Oh.
So, and we played the final against Mokokchung. So you can imagine whenever I
The treatment you
touched,
got, yes.
the ball, it was. So anyway, luckily, I was selected for the Santosh Trophy. So thereafter, I started to play. I played in Cuttack, that was in Odisha,
Orissa.
and then in Kolkata, and then in Shillong.
Okay.
So like those were the years. Then later on, like there was a lot of family pressure.
Okay.
See, as you were saying, there's not so much of a
Scope.
economic scope
Yes.
over there. So they sent me up to Delhi. And there I studied over there for about a year. Then I got involved in student politics over there. So 1 year I was elected as the president of NSUD.
Okay.
So
Naga
after
Students Union Delhi.
yeah. So after that I returned home, started to dabble in some business and all that.
Okay.
Then my cousin brother, Thamjan Toy, he was appearing for his UPSC.
Okay.
So my auntie and all, they also included me. So together we studied.
Okay. In
for
Kohima. Okay.
For the UPSC. Together we went to Guwahati to appear for the like written exam and all that. Together we went to Delhi for the interview. He got into the IAS, I got into the IPS. So that's how I started my career. Yeah.
I'm sure you also know the sort of societal pressure that a lot of parents have here of wanting their children to, get into government service, UPSC, NPSC, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
How was it back then? Was there a lot of pressure, or was that the thing similar back then, or how was it?
See, like I think those days also, my parents were quite open to do like whatever you want. But we ourselves, we realized that the only scope during like those days was a government service or in the bank, be a doctor, be an engineer.
Right.
Today, I'm happy to see that there is a lot of scope. That is why I was giving my shout out
Right.
to those like trailblazers. They are forging the way ahead for themselves, as well as like encouraging the younger generation
Correct.
to follow.
Yes.
Like in the field of sports and that I was very happy when the government announced a Nagaland Sports Policy Act.
Right.
So I think these are the seeds that we are laying to help our young sports persons to achieve greatness and a career. Yeah.
No, I think that is without a doubt very factual what you stated about nowadays the scope being so wide and so many different paths you can take, career paths, and be a successful, have a successful career. And yes, regarding sports also, I believe credit where credit is due. The government is, sports is one thing that, a lot of focus has been given. There's always complaints in one form or another, but I think like me being someone who's involved in the sports industry or sports realm in Nagaland, I think it's quite, we have to give credit that the government does give a lot of emphasis on sports and the youth. So continuing from there, like the UPSC, you cleared your UPSC, you got the IPS. Tell us your journey, how it started when you first became an IPS.
Yeah, okay. At first, I was hoping that I would be given like Nagaland a cadre.
Yes.
But unfortunate for me, or in retrospect, like it was okay. So I got into the Madhya Pradesh cadre. So it was initially it was a kind of a shock, and then when I had to go and join, so I was a little bit apprehensive because it is in the Hindi heartland.
Right.
People mostly speak and write in Hindi only, even in the offices. So I was a little bit worried. But I'm happy to say that all my senior officers, colleagues, especially the lower staff also, they were very, very helpful. They taught me not only the language, the social mores of their culture. Then after that, I just fitted in. So I started to enjoy my career over there.
Most of your years of service was spent in that area. There are some fascinating stories, I believe, being in that area where Naxalites were there and, spending a lot of your time there. So can you just take us through, your journey through that period of time when you were in that area?
Yeah, well, I think my real professional career started when I was posted as SP Dantewara.
Okay.
That is in the heartland of the Left Wing Extremist area. So when I landed up like there, then slowly I got into grips with the situation. Then that is where, in retrospect, that is where I found a niche for myself over there.
Oh.
And I think the details are important. For me, like from a very young age, I was a keen hunter.
Hunter.
Yeah. So like from a very young age with my uncles and all that, I used to go for hunting. What I found was that I was very happy to be in the jungle. I was more happier there than outside. So I spent a lot of time and all that. So I got attuned to the sounds of the jungle and all that, the warning signs of the birds, the insects and all that. Huh? So that really helped me.
Okay.
Because for operations, I'm happy to say, I had the fitness also to be able to lead in all the operations. And that jungle sense, that really helped. Because most of my Jawans over there, they are from the mainland. They are not so attuned
Right.
to the jungle environment.
The terrain of...
Yeah. Secondly, also my physicality. See, from a very young age, I was training very hard to be a footballer. So that kind of innate physical strength,
Right.
fitness, stamina. So that also really helped me. Because sometimes we had to walk for 20 kilometers one way for an operation.
Okay.
And within the next 24, 48 hours, we had to return back through a kind of a stressful environment.
Okay.
And those areas were especially not many were happy to go there. So when I showed my interest to stay there, the government also said, okay, you're doing well, you stay there.
People mostly want to get transferred away from areas like that. High risk areas, so to speak.
Not all. The IPS officers and all that, many of them, they were my colleagues. They did excellent. And unfortunately, some of them lost their lives also. But luckily, by God's grace, after about 18 years in that area, I still made it out alive.
And with a lot of medals. So I want to just, like you just mentioned, 18 years in a very high stress, high risk area. You must have had some interesting encounters. So can you just share whatever you can disclose of some encounters or some close calls of...
Yeah, I think I'll be writing a
Memoir?
book about it. Yeah, but to give you the real human like aspect, an example,
Okay.
a story, was that when my third son, he was born. That time I was inside the jungle.
Okay.
Those days, like there was no like communication apart from our like radio messages. Like it was in a very backward and rural area,
Okay.
and I was actually in an ambush. So one of my teams had got an ambush, and we had to go and rescue them.
Okay.
So in that operation, we lost a lot. Good man who died, but we were able to rescue. The Naxalites, they usually attack in terms of, say, about 50, 60 armed men and the other villagers with arrows and with swords and axes and all that, numbering about 200 sometimes. So, like it was a stressful situation, and there we had to break the cordon of the Naxalites. So, but then like it's no clear, you have no idea. Like it's in a jungle area, na? So a group of us, we could break through. We landed up near where our forces had been like ambushed and surrounded.
Right.
Then we realized that we are getting fired from the rear also. And from the front, some of our men who were injured, state of shock, they started to fire at us also.
Oh.
Yeah, without realizing.
Yes, in that moment of.
So we were caught in that cross of fire, and I had to shout out, it's me, you know. Like, then they said, no, everybody like knows who you are, but you may be a Naxalite, just saying who you are. So that kind of a situation, no?
Right.
Yeah, panic and all that. So I said, okay, I'm going to stand up once just to show you. So I stood up, and then one of my ASIs, he grabbed me and he pulled me. No? So like that time, just in front of me, across the road, there were two Naxalites. They were green, no? So you can't see them. They had just taken them and fired. No? So, you know, like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was one of the experiences. But I'm relating like this because that same evening, my son was born. And like there was no communication from my side. So my father-in-law, he rang up the DGP over there. The DGP was trying to get in touch with me while I was inside.
Inside the ambush.
Yeah. So like that kind of a situation, then I only could manage to get out after about 48 hours. So when I returned to the only police station in that area, a very small kind of an outpost. So there I received a radio message from my DGP saying that congratulations, you have been blessed with a son, you know, like that. So that is the human side of the whole episodes over there.
Yeah, it's very wild to think about, you know, from how almost losing your life to coming there and receiving the news that you've received a newborn. Yeah. And also, by the way, congratulations on recently becoming a grandfather also. No?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, one thing I want to just talk about is, you know, the 9th IRB, the Daring 9th, I think as they were called, and how they made a big impact also when they were brought into the state.
Yeah,
I mean, into Chhattisgarh for all those operations and all, which when you were there.
True.
Can you just share a little bit about, you know, that?
Yeah. The 9th IR was inducted into Chhattisgarh the early part of 2005. So like that time I was the DIG operations, the entire area. And so they were under like my command. So after they landed up, we gave them an induction course, 3 months or so. And after that started to use them for operations. One thing is that Naga forces, inside the jungle, you don't have to tell them or show them how to like do an operation. And I was also informed that they were one of the best trained like battalions from our state. So that really reflected on the operations also. So we started to like do operations, and one of the biggest success we had was Operation Green Hunt.
Green Hunt.
Yeah, which we launched in the Behramgarh Reserve area. So there's a big area, say about 700 square kilometers wide. You know, so we just 4 companies. We started to crisscross that area, just give them rations and all that. And I'm also happy to say that Nagas, you just give them a bit of rice, chilies and salt. You know, the rest too, like, you know, they had to forage. Sometimes it's survival. So whatever like wild like animals also you get also, you or shoot them. Not for sport, for survival. So we could adapt. And then later on, the fear of the Naga force was huge. The impact was huge. We cleared that Behramgarh Reserve area, which they had designated as a guerrilla base. They have these various stages. So that's one of the stages before the liberation stage. So that area we cleared it up. Then there was a lot of demand for the force from all over. We need the force here and all that. I'll just give an example to show like how well the force was thought of. So once in a place called Gangulur, one of the
Where is that?
Gangulur is in Dantewada. Yeah, it is in an interior like remote area. So there was a camp. So the Naxalites attacked. A lot of civilians were killed. Most of the like staff, they were also killed or injured. My DGP also, he visited. I took him around and all that. Then one fine day, the entire cabinet, led by the CM himself, they also like landed up there. So we were like there. So they spoke about developing the area, the roads and all that. All the village sarpanch and all that, they were all gathered. So they all listened, and we're happy also. The entire government is here to help us. Then one of the sarpanches, they asked them, do you need anything else? So one of the sarpanches, he stood up and he said like, thank you, you're giving us a lot. We are very happy that the road will be sanctioned and all that. But right now, what we need is the Naga force. You know, so that kind of respect they had from the villagers. I also like felt very, very proud and happy that we could create that kind of an impression.
Yes, because I remember, the reputation they were gaining in a positive way.
Yeah.
So, a big shout out to them. During this time, if I'm not mistaken, you were the first non-CRPF serving police officer to be conferred for exemplary coordination and joint anti-LWE operations. CRPF DGP Commendation Disc. Was this a result of all your, the operations that you were leading, or how did this award come up to be?
Well, actually, I'm told that I am the first, but thereafter, a lot of other officers also have been conferred.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. And like that award was given as a result of some successful joint operations.
Between the CRPF and
Yeah,
police.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that kind of coordination required for the operations, I think is very important.
Right,
Normally, like when two like different forces
right.
have to join up and have a joint
Joint
operation, there's a lot of like issues and all that, naturally. But like luckily, by God's grace, we could gather a huge force. It was about 5,000 odd,
Wow.
like in total. We operated from the other state also, from Maharashtra also. It was in that area, a place called Abushmar.
Okay.
So Abushmar stands for the unknown jungle.
Oh.
And I think that many of the areas have not been properly surveyed yet. That was what I was informed here.
Okay.
So when we did that operation, and we could manage it without a single casualty, there was a lot of stressful like environments, encounters, like people were getting lost, the usual. So that was, I think, one of the large-scale joint operations. So I guess the DGP, and I'm also happy that I got that award from Mr. Vijay Kumar, famous like IPS officer,
Okay.
the one behind the Virappan case.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. I was extremely humbled. Yeah, thanks to him.
You were saying around 18 years of service in that area. So were there any encounters that you faced when you were not leading an operation but just at home or?
No, like that kind of personal attempt, that was not like done. But we were also like, we had to be also very careful. Like in fact, my small kids, when they used to go to school, so like there was always a guard. But personal attacks on me, I think, kind of not in the town areas and all that, but in the rural areas. The incident, like which occurred, where I was nearly killed also, that was also, I guess, an ambush set up for me and us, since we were doing operations in that area and we were creating headway. And it was in a very strategic area. Since we were like infiltrating into like that area, they must have felt that they had to stop me. So like that ambush was
Sort of tailored for you, like they were trying to lure you.
Yeah.
So then, we'll come eventually into you returning home on deputation. But was this pre-planned, or were you thinking about this, or can you just tell us about the process of when you wanted to, make that move and come back home?
Yeah, well, like in fact, 2011, the MHA had approved for three Naga like officers, IPS officers, to come to Nagaland on the deputation. So one was Adi Ziliang, he was from the Assam cadre,
Yes.
and myself, and Aketo Sema from MP.
Okay.
So the two of them like joined up, but I was asked to stay back for a while,
Okay.
since we were in the middle of operations, and like me also, I felt also that professionally I could not just leave everything and come. So I agreed. So like they said like 3 months. So I stayed on, and then we did our operations and all that. But as usual in that area, something or the other crops up. So my DG also asked me, you wait there. Yeah.
So 3 months turned into how long?
slowly, like it turned for over a year.
Oh, okay.
So as per the rules, the MHA, they rescinded my order. On top of that, like as per the rules, they put a penalty on me
Oh.
that I could not go on a deputation for 5 years. So like that is a rule.
Oh, okay.
We have to accept it. No? Since I didn't follow that order.
Mm-hmm.
So 2016, after the lapse of the 5 years,
Penalty.
yeah. So I applied. The state government sent the file to MHA, but somehow in MHA it was rejected.
Okay.
So my application was filed. So I remember my wife and I, we had a discussion and we knelt down to pray, and we were grateful to God for all the blessings, and that we were resigned to serve and retire in Chhattisgarh.
So you had sort of accepted that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then May of 2018, the then acting Chief Secretary, Tamjan Atoy, he gave me a call. And in his usual like nonchalant way, so he said, do you want to come to Nagaland? I replied, Tamjan, if you want to see my face and to meet me so much, just buy my flight ticket, then I'll be there. No? So we had a good laugh and all that. But he said it was a real kind of an offer. Then CM of our state, Mr. Nephew Rio, and the then HM, like Mr. Patton, they had approved that I should come and serve in our home state. So within a month I was here. And of course I'm very grateful to both Mr. Rio and Patton for giving me the opportunity for reposing their faith like in my professional abilities and to serve in our own state before I retired. So it was the kind of an icing on the cake. So I'm very grateful to them. And of course, it was God's grace and mercy.
But that's a nice story of how it comes full circle and how different maybe your life would have been if you never got the chance to come back and serve Nagaland in that capacity also.
True.
Okay, so then you finally come back to Nagaland, serving as the the top brass, the head of police in Nagaland as the DG. During this time, I want to just get into a few things, but just as a general experience of your 4 odd years in as the DG, can you just share with us a little bit of how that experience was?
Yeah, you can imagine that after 27 years serving in Central India, so like there was a lot of changes. So after I landed up in Kohima, there was a kind of a small like culture shock. I mean, like the situation is different here.
Right.
Perspectives are different here. So for a while I was, frankly, I was groping a bit. But one of my mentors, he's a political figure. So he explained that Nagaland is a political state. Nagaland has been created out of a political issue, and it has a special status. So it's not just about policing, like in the normal sense. So after he explained, then everything fell into place. Then I could understand that here policing is not only different, but it's also very sensitive here. So that's the way I started, and but I will also believe that the success of your operation or your exam or whatever is to delve into the details. So looking at the details and all that, I thought that maybe a bit of our regional identity we had to add into our the police setup. We had different battalions from different districts and all
Right.
that. So first of all, I initiated the Nagaland police uniform and the flags
Okay.
code. I saw that we did not have a uniform code here. So I got about it and I formed a committee with some senior officers and whatever the men and the staff they required. So we set about it and we could publish with the approval of the government uniform code. You see, it is my philosophy that supposing somebody is from from the IR, so we have to give them a sense of pride and belonging.
Belonging.
Yeah,
Yes.
by ensuring that this is your uniform. Take pride in it, identify yourself, in this. So that way we did it. Then I always felt from when I was young, you see the IGP 11, Nagaland police, football, they were famous. They played all over India. They won so many accolades. So I also started to focus on the sports because sports is also a way of keeping your forces fit, physically as well as mentally. So we again revived the annual sports meet and all that. So there we also with the committee we gave colors and flags to all the units.
Okay.
So that when they are competing, not only us but also the public also, they can see that this is a team from the
Such and such.
5th NAP
Right.
from FEC. So that also it gives you a sense of belonging and identity also. So these are the small details that at first I
I think I just want to just supplement on what you were saying about this identity and something as simple as what people might think a uniform to be. Is also, I had this discussion with just trying to do some things with sports in schools because I feel that's one of the most important areas if we want to develop sports at the grassroots level. And one simple thing was that here not much emphasis is given on that part, the jerseys, the uniforms. Whereas in my experience in schools outside was that, if you made the school team, when you have that jersey, football, basketball, whatever it may be, it was a matter of pride and honor to have that, jersey. And
True.
So as it may sound very trivial or very simple, but that's, I think, a very interesting thing that you implemented. Like when you first took over charge, what were some of the things that you were looking at saying, these are some of the things I want to address, or, if we can change this and that?
see my background, being in operations,
Right.
and that is how I started to look. So I saw that in our state we had a lot of localized law and order issues, and which required special application, special sensitivity, and also a special force to deal with this, and also like quickly. The normal forces are like there, but then like sometimes in a say a law and order in Woka, you know, so the Woka police is there, but they're also like locals too. So they're also sometimes helpless. They can't act strictly, na? So
Understood.
this is a real problem in our state. So I formed the STF.
Special task force.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this special task force, I could, without anything extra spent. So I recruited from all the units,
Okay.
the NAP especially, and the youngsters who are fit physically, mentally. So I got them together, gave them a new uniform, new vehicles, new symbols, flags,
Right.
and then I trained them for the emergencies. So the SP and whoever of that like district could rely, could know that a PHQ has an STF, which I can ask for.
The number would be how much of this?
Initially, we
Strength.
we recruit the 240.
Okay.
That's like the strength of roughly like 2 companies. Yeah, we couldn't spare any more also. But I think 200 for a small state like our like us.
For special
yeah.
emergency
That is,
cases, kind of, yes.
Yeah, that is sufficient.
And they were based out of Kohima, like as in stationed in Kohima, or
They were in the Perin district.
Sarjang.
Yeah, no. There was an old battalion headquarters,
Oh, okay.
which had been raised for the 15th, the Mahila.
Oh,
But since it wasn't occupied, so we occupied it.
okay.
It's not far from here, so that and it's also close
To Kohima.
to the national highway also. Na? So for deployment also it was easy.
What were some of the challenges you faced, or some of the the hurdles that you faced while serving as DG?
Being an operations guy, so I have to find a solution. Na? So like that way the STF, so I could form it, and then came the COVID like issue. So like during the COVID, the state government was searching for an area to house all those returnees.
Right.
I-
The quarantine centers.
Yeah. It was a huge logistics issue. So the government asked us, the police department. So we identified like Ganesh Nagar, that industrial estate.
yes.
Yeah. And thanks to the efficiency of my officers, especially the like then DIG training, Mr. Rao Tumsa. So he and his team, all the CEOs, and in the government asked us, how long it'll take for you to set it up. So as usual in my enthusiasm, I said like 1 week, like that. So but they gave us all the resources. So we cleaned it up. We made the like toilets, which was an issue. We could do it. Water was an issue. So my DIG, he came up with a brilliant idea. He dug up a pond. We laid the water-proof that plastic sheet, and we just stored it over there. So about 1 lakh liters of water was always available. So with innovation and with hard work, we could set it up, and we started to receive train loads of returnees, like in that camp.
I mean, that was something unprecedented. No one was, prepared for that whole COVID area. I mean, time and especially all the circumstances. But when you were talking about this, just reminded me of also the South Asian cross-country championship that our Nagaland Athletics organized.
Yeah.
And that time also, I remember the Nagaland police were also, we requested your help and all that because that was also a big number of participants that came from outside, from international, and it reminded me of like how you were saying preparing that quarantine center, not to that extent, but preparations for all this the athletes to come in. Police, I think there's one thing that we also have to address, and this is like all these backdoor appointments we say, like that. It's always talked about, at least on social media. But what is your overall opinion on this? Like, is it as bad as it sounds, or like the people claim to be, or what? How do we address it if there is this exercise going on?
Like the term, I think the back door, like it is a recent phrase, but I was explaining, and as far as my understanding, when Nagaland police was raised in 1964,
Okay.
we were finding it very hard to get recruits also. Those like days, there was so many other opportunities. So the policing. So I remember my uncle and all like narrating that, plus also other retired senior officers, that they would go on special recruitment drives to the villages and request the village council that you have to give us this many like boys to be recruited. So like that's the way it started. Later on, this recruitment came with the recommendation of our public leaders, the MLA, the whoever. And it was the villagers who requested like them. So like kind of a like informal system grew, where with the recommendations from the political leadership, so we started to recruit. And like there was no issues like then. There was still a lot of vacancies and all that. It was only later on that the post of a constable also became so much in demand.
Yes.
Yeah. So after I joined here, like there was a lot of discussions and all that. So in 2019, we are like senior officers. We sat down and we requested the government that this time let us go for an open recruitment.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was, I think, the second time such a recruitment happened. Nah? First was in, I think, 2016. I may be like wrong with the dates, but that is what I'm like informed. So in 2019, we did a special recruitment drive, open, on camera, the physical fitness and all that, the written exams and all that, then the interviews, the full gamut.
Okay.
So that was, I think, a very successful. And I say like successful because in the subsequent year, when they were sent for training to Nepal, that is in Shillong,
Yes.
the Northeast
Police Academy.
Yeah. So they won almost everything. Gold in this, silver in this, physicality, the written exams and all that. So that showed us that the merit of an open recruitment is like this, where merit is selected. Then thereafter, like there was a court case, but the old system was side by side. That time it had been formalized. We had a committee in PSQ, headed by the IGP administration. So we received all these letters. There was a basic physical fitness requirement, like eyes and hearing and all that. Then after that, we used to recruit them. But the movement for open recruitment only grew. So I'm happy that just yesterday it has been announced for the open recruitment of 1,100 and something
Constables.
constables. People have to understand that we live in an age where meritocracy will be the way for your selection in any job.
Yes, must be. And like you said, that example of when they went to Nepal, when we go through merit-based systems, then the results also definitely shows. It always shows. Yes. Just one thing, I don't know how much of this you can speak about on camera, but law and order situation in Nagaland, and like we said, it's a sensitive state because we're a state that's born out of a political issue. And so obviously we have our Naga political groups in Nagaland, so many factions. But how is that sort of dealt with? Like, is there, I don't even know how to frame this question, but when there are instances of something where the police must get involved, how is that situation dealt with when it comes to the people from the Naga political groups?
Yeah, I think like it is still a very sensitive issue.
Yes.
Since the ceasefire is on, the peace talks are going on.
Right.
On the one hand, the other hand is that like if some of the elements indulge in some criminal activities, then I was quite clear. I had to like take action. So I tried to keep it simple. No need for complicated like theories and all that. So like I made it clear to my officers also. We have taken action also that where some of the elements create law and order, they try to use like or like intimidate people, like innocent citizens, or they commit crimes, we will take action.
Yeah, because I think there's a lot that we can't say on camera also, but because it's a very sensitive issue. But wrapping up on this part of your life with being the DGP of Nagaland, you retired officially. We're supposed to retire in 2020.
In August
21.
22.
Oh, sorry, 22.
Yeah.
And this is where I want to ask you and also give you the time and opportunity to address this issue. Was this whole the extension of after you were supposed to retire, then there was an extension that was offered by the government of Nagaland, and there was a lot of people talking on social media. I'm sure you're not on social media.
No,
that I'm sure, but I'm sure you also must have heard, whether it was true, sons and all. But there were a lot of people talking about this. So I want to ask you on this and also give you the opportunity to address this issue. What was this whole, how did it come about, the extension and, the details of what went down with that?
Yeah, like basically extensions are given when like there is a need for me to continue in office for a short while, so that certain like issues are addressed and completed.
Okay.
So that continuity is required. So I think like this was the only reason that I was given a short 6 months
Extension.
extension. Others are given 1 year, then is again repeated. But mine was only for 6 months. And then during that time, there was a petition in the Supreme Court about how a DGP has to be selected. So it is an ongoing for like years and all that. And my case was taken up by one of the civil groups. So like
Naga based or from?
No,
that the civil group. I mean,
from our state.
From our state. Only.
Yeah. So this was ongoing. So like there was a chance that the Supreme Court would come down heavily on the state government also. That kind of a situation. So I took a deliberate and personal decision that no, like I've stayed on, and I've like tried to be like the best that I could, and now it's high time that I should resign. So with the approval of the government, I requested, and they also very kindly like approved. So I put in my resignation papers 2 months ahead, and then I stepped down.
Okay. So basically 4 months into that extension, you took the personal decision to resign.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had things planned in your head about what you're going to do after retirement. You must have had some, your own retirement plans post-service. So can you just share a little bit about what were some of the things that you were planning or dreaming about, after service?
I am very fond of the jungle. So like in my village area, there are some, we have formed a chunky like eco colony over there.
Okay.
Eco farming.
Okay.
So the village has been kind enough to lease out like land to all those who are interested from my village only.
Okay.
So we are about, I think, 64 families, and each one has been given their share, which we had to develop on our own. And in case we did not, the land would revert again.
Okay, back to the village.
Given to like somebody else. So right from the start, so I'm very keen. So I have a farm over there, and my thoughts is that like I wanted to go back farming to teach my children and their age group that farming, though it may not sound very glamorous, but with the right application, with hard work, you can achieve a lot. It is economically very viable.
Definitely.
Today, everybody wants like local products, like organic, veggies, or like chickens, pigs, whatever that is homegrown. So I think it is an opportunity for like young farmers to work hard. You have to. There are no shortcuts, and like make this and sell them. And I can assure you, you'll have a very comfortable lifestyle.
I think this is something I 100% agree with, is that this is the way forward. As Nagaland, we're an agrarian society anyway by default. We're farmers. And so I think you put it perfectly, that it's something that doesn't look or sound glamorous. Like I don't want to be known as a farmer. Many people might feel like that, but very healthy lifestyle can be very beneficial financially if done right. And I think that's something that now I see youngsters getting into it in their own capacity, whether it's exporting produce, whether it's taking up farming, whether it's but in that sector, agri sector, right?
Yeah. I read recently about it, and I was so impressed and happy. In Woka, some of the youth have taken up this coffee plantation, and Woka is a very fertile area. So they are doing a lot of farming, and they are earning very well. They are having a good lifestyle over there. So my shout out is to them also.
Anyway, you were planning about this, then suddenly you're called back into sort of service as the state election commissioner. You got appointed in the year 2024. And this is a 3-year tenure?
No, it's it is 5-year tenure or up to the age of 65.
Oh, whichever comes first.
Yeah.
Okay. And so which is coming first? Your age or
my age?
Okay. So okay. So tell us a little bit about how this came to be, the appointment as the State Election Commissioner.
It came as a surprise, a total surprise, but of course a pleasant surprise that the government has again reposed its faith on me to be the first state election commissioner. So I think since the Municipal Act of 2001, since then the post has been lying vacant. Like for one of the reasons is that we did not have the municipal elections
Right.
for years. So this post was held as an additional charge by the Commissioner of Nagaland.
Okay.
So this continued. So recently, under the scrutiny of the Supreme Court, so we were going to hold the ULB elections, like 24.
Right.
Yeah. So that was when I was appointed. And as of now, we don't actually have a proper office. We have been earmarked a floor on the Commission's office
Okay.
in the civil secretariat, but some civil works is still going on.
Okay.
So as soon as it's over, we'll
So as
be...
of now, an office is not even there for you.
Yeah. No, but I have an official residence, like under HRA.
Okay.
So there I have a CAM office.
Okay.
So it is okay.
Even I was not aware. And now it makes sense when you say that since 2001, this post has been lying vacant, and primarily due to the reasons that we haven't been having municipal elections. And now it makes sense because you told me that as the State Election Commissioner, your jurisdiction mainly involves ULB elections.
Yeah.
And can you just explain a little bit about this? Because a lot of people may presume that, that general state assembly elections and whatever might come under your jurisdiction or your authority also. So.
Yeah, it happens a lot. People assume that as the State Election Commissioner, I am also responsible for the election, like to our assembly also. Like I want to clarify, I'm glad you have brought up like this issue. So the State Election Commission deals with the state level elections. That is the ULB elections, the corporations, the town committees, the ranges and all that. And our limit is that only. Though we are a constitutional authority, that is why I'm appointed by the governor.
Yeah.
So for the assembly and the MP elections, that is the sole jurisdiction of the Election Commission of India. The representative in our state is the Chief Election Officer. Normally a very senior IS officer is there.
Yes.
So like I take this opportunity to be able to explain. And one more very important issue is that we both keep separate electoral e-rolls. That is, see, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
The last ULB election, 3 of the intending candidates, they did not qualify because though they were enrolled in the e-rolls of the ECI, that is the assembly elections,
Right.
they had not enrolled in the state election e-rolls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is why they were disqualified. So my appeal to all the young leaders who wish to contest in the ULB elections, please ensure that you're also enrolled in the state election e-rolls. We do a summary revision before each election also.
Okay.
Then sometimes, as it happened, in 2022, we had an intensive revision again. So this is announced in our local press, the media and all that. So just be aware. To contest in the ULB elections, you need to enroll in the state election e-rolls.
And that's for people who are intending candidates and all. But what about voters? That's
Same
fine.
thing.
For you need a separate.
Yeah.
So your EPIC, your this voter ID card, your one won't
Yeah.
be valid for ULB election.
This time, we had to improvise.
Okay.
So the DCs who are in charge of this, they are the returning officers.
Right.
So they were able to improvise and hold the elections here. And in this regard, as the SEC, I must say that it's a very new experience. Since now I'm dealing with all the civil administrative officers also, as well as the security officers, as well as the parties. So it was a very interesting experience, and I take this opportunity to say that the success of this election, a lot goes out to the effectiveness and the abilities of the DCs and the SPs. They have done wonderfully, and my hats off.
And also, how was the experience of conducting the ULB elections after so long?
Last time in 2017, when there was an attempt to have the election, there was a lot of political agitation over the women reservation issue and the taxations related to Article 371A.
Right.
These were political issues. So that slowly went out of control, became a law and order situation, and during the firing, unfortunately, 2 lives were lost.
Yes.
This time it didn't happen because the government of Nagaland, for over a year, they had been having consultative meetings with the tribal hohos, the civil societies, regarding the contentious political issues. So they did a lot of groundbreaking and hard work. So I give credit to the government to be able to resolve this issue. So the old Act 2001 was totally repealed, and then a new Act was again implemented, ratified, and under this Act, the taxation of the houses, the property issue, which was one of the
Main issues.
Right. That was deleted, and the tribal hohos, the civil societies, have also gradually but surely accepted.
They came on board basically.
The reservation for the
Women.
women folk.
So like you said, credit where it's due. There was a lot of behind the scenes sort of meetings being held, coordination meetings, consultative meetings and all. I just want to ask you one thing regarding elections, and like we just discussed, and now everyone knows that it's not under your purview, state assembly elections or MP elections, but one thing that's tied to it, to all elections, it might be on a smaller scale with ULB, but it's the corruption, or say especially the use of money, excess money and illegal practices, basically violence, and there's so many aspects to it. I just want to know your take covering the recently held municipal election, that's one, but that is maybe on a much smaller scale compared to our state assembly elections. And also what you feel about, clean elections and...
You have raised a very, very important and sensitive issue. So just 125 years back, we were headhunting, and it was a very brutal way of life where like it was free for all. It was a very violent society to take heads, without any like reaction, like legally, and without discrimination between a man, woman, children, and all that. So it was, as you can imagine, a very brutal lifestyle. Then, out of nowhere, one couple, like Edward and Mary Clark, way there in New York, I don't know how they ever heard about our hills, and they landed up here to bring Christianity here. So I think the advent of Christianity not only brought us a religion, but it brought us an ideology. An ideology of living according to the Christian morality, the ethical ways, values. So I think we in Nagas have embraced it. And it was a very impactful event. And it was also a very silent and non-violent kind of a revolution.
Yes.
It has transformed us. So I think on a lighter vein, so now that headhunting is over, we are in the stage of vote hunting. You know, so it's an election where like anything goes. You have to win. So I think my appeal to you and to all of us, the voters, why don't we use our Christian values and principles and ethics and morals when we are voting also? When we vote, each voter, you and I, if we decide that, no, I will vote without having to sell my vote, without under duress from any way, but as a good Christian, I will vote according to my conscience. So I think that's the only way. No outside force can stop us.
Right.
It has to come from within ourselves. So I think that is my appeal to all the voters. If each and every one of us decides, it'll happen.
Yes.
Nobody can stop it.
It's something that I always ponder about because our people are also very famous. I mean, the public is very famous for, complaining throughout the 5 years of after an election, But a lot of fault lies in also corrupt leaders and this and that. That's there. I'll never take that away. But a lot of the honest, like how you perfectly explained, that falls upon the person with them, the actions that they take during elections. And then if you sell your vote, then I think we don't have any right to complain also once you have, sold your vote for, during elections.
Yeah, here I'll just want to
Sure.
say that, there's no reason that we have to accept it. It's a vicious circle, and each blaming the other. The voters, when I ask for your votes, whatever you ask, we have given you. So, this is the truth. What we are speaking about, I feel that is very important and we should be truthful about it, the whole situation. And I think it's a two-way street. And the voter themselves, we have to be Christian about it. The ideology that Christianity has brought, to be moral, to be ethical, to live a life of virtues. So if we use this, like the way we transformed from being headhunters, to be the new civilized Nagas, so vibrant, so democratic, so developing. So in that way, we have to transform the election process.
Right.
Yeah, the election process is the key.
And just on that same note, that regarding the actual election process is the key, I want to just ask you on your take on clean elections, which is spearheaded by our NBCC, which is, I think, a very noble cause and a movement that should be pushed. And Nagaland being a Christian majority state, how is this still not happening? And I mean, you might not have the exact answer, but I just want your opinion on that, and also maybe how we can go about trying to make it happen.
Yeah, like see, as I was saying, like some things to no outside force can impose it. Nah? The church is giving us their like directions,
Right.
their guidance. Nah? They are appealing to us spiritually as good Christians to have clean elections. Nah? But the acceptance of that depends on us. Nah?
Yes.
Nah? So as I was saying, let us apply our Christian values to the way we vote also. It's as simple as that, in my humble opinion.
And I think there's a lot of problems in our state and all, but the cycle, it's like the vicious cycle, like you were saying. It starts at election. Once you have corrupt elections, then it's only going to go worse and worse. So, but enough of all the negativity. Do you have another? You'll be retiring from your state election commission at
2027.
27.
August.
So that's around another 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we had the election.
Yes, because that is over. Yes.
Yeah. But the eastern area.
Oh.
Yeah. Due to
The boycott. Yes.
The political issue. So we could not hold it over there. So me and my team, we keep speaking about it. And my team, we have some great officers. One is a young NCS officer, Kupa, and he's the mainstay for us. Very knowledgeable. That is the human side of the whole story.
Yes.
So I want to give credit where it is due.
Another shout out.
Yeah. And also, to the other staff also. So we are hopeful that before my term ends, we are given the opportunity to conduct the elections in the eastern areas.
Okay.
Because I feel that the municipal elections are crucial for the development of these towns, that area.
Definitely.
Yeah. The funds are available. They are also eager to give us also.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess once we can resolve the situation, we can have that election.
Okay. So that's a nice target to have before the time comes for your retirement. I wish you all the best with that. We'll be wrapping up now, but we touched on it a little bit. Your post-retirement plans was with the farming, and is that your plan to go back into full-time into farming, or can you just share a little bit about what lies in the future for you?
Yeah, definitely. My farming project is always there for me to keep myself active, fit, young. And the other joy for me is that my wife, she has opened up a venture, the Doremi Bakes.
Doremi Bakes, yes.
Yeah, so that is doing well, and we have opened up a branch in Chumo. We'll be opening soon in Kohima, as well as in Duncan. So in all these projects, I am also happily involved as the staff officer to my wife.
The last time we spoke, you were sharing about how this came out to be, as in during your time in Chhattisgarh, when how that ties into Doremi Bakes, which by the way is a very lovely bakery, and then they have great products. But anyway, that story behind.
Yeah, well, when we landed up in Dantewada as the SP, So it was a village only. And it was isolated and it was a backward area. So there were no bakeries. There was, butter was not available. Bread was not available. So like since it's my favorite, my wife started to learn.
Baking.
Yeah. So after a lot of trials and errors and all that, so she slowly got into it. So that's how the story started. And like she experimented with other like items and all that. And then during the COVID, so all my kids also like return home by compulsion. So she and my daughters, they started an online. They bought a small oven and all that, and like people enjoyed it. They started to complement it, so it slowly grew into a business. So once I retired, so in 23, they opened up here in Dimapur, and I guess it's still going strong.
Yeah, I think it's doing really well.
Yeah. So that's how it started. Yeah.
But I think that's a lovely story of how everything is meant to be, like, or happens for a reason. Is the fact that a successful, I think I would call it a very successful business, or even a chain of, because now there's multiple of them, started with something that's, that started with you having a posting in a remote area which had no baking, which led to your wife getting into it and, come full circle at the end of it all. So we're going to end this episode. It was a great conversation, sir. We end with the two messages. So the first message is to, your family, friends like that. You can give a message to them. And the second would be to the Nagas in general.
Well, like to my family and like to my friends. So my message is that no matter how much of a success you have, no matter how big an officer you become, always remember that this is due to the grace and mercy of God. So always remain grounded, be humble, and don't indulge in arrogance.
And maybe a message to the Naga public in general, if there is.
Yeah, to the Nagas as a whole, we are now a very vibrant and dynamic society. And with the empowerment of women who have joined in all the walks of life, they have also added to the vibrancy and the beauty of our Naga society. So I think we may have a lot of weaknesses, we may have a lot of faults, we may not have all the resources to grow, but I think the youngsters are showing the way, and let us support this movement of youth and women empowerment, not only in government service, but as well as in sports, the arts, everything. So I wish you all the very best. God bless.
Thank you for that nice message. Once again, sir, thank you so much for your time. It means a lot to me that you decided to finally come onto the podcast. It's always great to get insight, from a person who served at the highest levels. And I think there'll be a lot of takeaways from people, from the audience. I definitely, learned a lot and enjoyed this conversation. I wish you the best for your remaining tenure, and I hope the elections in the eastern area get done as your target is, and also your future retirement plans, whether it's as the staff officer to your wife's bakery business or your farming business. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Vasali.